morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ayanda Khasi. Imagine social media is not just a privilege, but a basic right. On my right, I do have Presidential Mahlatse Molaye against President Washington Kasike. I welcome you to this side of the house. My first candidate, Mahlatse, who will be talking in terms of the positive on social media and the youth. And on my left, I have Mr. Washington, who will be highlighting the negative impacts on social media. We will be starting with Mahlatse. What is your take on social media and the youth?
My take on social media, I think social media is a good platform, and I'm not speaking in terms of Twitter, Facebook, as in the individual apps. I think it's a great platform for the youth as well as the old people to like put out their business and actually make more money, because we are living in hard times right now, and it's necessary that people, whenever they're selling a product or a service, it reaches people beyond borders and oceans. So I think social media is a good tool just as much as it has its negativity, but somebody can take control over it and actually choose what they distribute and actually intake from the social media. So I think it's a great platform all in all, and people should utilize it to their best.
Oh, that's very interesting, the angle that Mahlatse has taken in terms of looking at the benefits or the advantages of social media. However, when you look at it from the perspective of a youth, I think social media has got detrimental effects whereby most of the youths actually use it for wrong things. You know, they use it for things like sending obscene pictures, sexting, and things that are not actually good. And also on the other end, you can actually think of the way our culture is getting eroded by what the youths actually see on social media, things that are happening in the Western countries. Some of them are good. Culture is not static, it's dynamic, but there are some elements that they are actually adopting from these Western countries that I think are non-African, if I may put it that way.
No, Mr. Washington, you're bringing up very valid points. However, for example, I can bring up countries like the Northern Korea and Southern Korea, where they have restrictions within their law where someone can't access porn sites. So the internet and social media is used for certain things only. So in terms of exposure to sex content or explicit content, I think it's up to the country and people of the country to bring up bills that can be passed and say people can enter such or restrict such. Just like a tablet, if you buy a toddler a tablet nowadays, it can actually be restricted, and that toddler can enter or go through certain sites, and some sites people actually can't enter those kids without the parents' access. So they need codes and all that in order for the child to access that. So it's things that can be controlled just as much as the content is out there. It's just about the laws within the country and the parents' accessibility on taking control over the child's access on the internet.
In today's debate, and thank you for listening. They have highlighted the benefits and the positive impacts and the negative impacts on social media and the youth. I am Ayanda Khasi, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.